The topic of President Donald Trump and dementia is a topic that just seems to not go away. And it's definitely not going to go away after his very bizarre slurring of speech and appearing to have a tongue 10 times its normal size, or just a very, very strange series of events during his speech yesterday about recognizing Jerusalem as the Israeli capital. And if you haven't been following the backstory on Trump dementia, there has been speculation for some time based on a variety of different incidents involving Donald Trump that it's possible that he may be in the early stages of dementia, possibly Alzheimer's, one particular type of dementia, that there could be other cognitive limitations, maybe related to decline in Donald Trump, questions about his off and on lack of reading ability, sort of unclear. And earlier this week, I told you about Morning Joe host Joe Scarborough from MSNBC, who said that during the campaign, people that were close to Trump told him that, yeah, Donald Trump is in the early stages of dementia. Some of the strange things that Donald Trump has done that have grown speculation about this include leaving signing events. An entire event is put together for Donald Trump to sign a bill or an executive order, and Trump leaves the event without actually signing what he was there to sign. Another instance where Donald Trump stood directly in front of his car, the car waiting to take him to who knows where, the next event, and didn't realize it and started walking away from the car looking for his car until a Secret Service agent or other aide kind of turned Trump back in the direction of his vehicle, not realizing in two different events that Rudy Giuliani and his wife Melania Trump were in front of and next to him, respectively. This very, very long list. And yesterday, this video comes to my attention from Matt, which has only fueled even more speculation about possible Donald Trump dementia. And I'll tell you after we look at the video and Matt's email to begin with what I think is going on here. So Matt wrote to me saying, hey, David, in this last press briefing by Donald Trump, he starts out normal, but near the end, it looks like he's either chewing on something or his tongue is swelling up. It really weirded me out and seems like something you may be interested in checking out. You can scrub through the video to see the progression at the end. It's almost like he has chewing tobacco in his mouth. So I'm going to show you two parts of the video, okay? First part is audio during Donald Trump speaking. Second one is when Donald Trump is signing, okay? So I'll describe that one piece by piece. I'm first going to play for you the end of Donald Trump's speech yesterday. And this is, again, a speech about recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and eventually moving the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. We talked about the political aspect of this story yesterday. And what you'll notice when listening to this is that Donald Trump starts to sound sort of mush-mouthed, slurring his speech, generally sounding weird. And if you're watching as you listen, you'll also notice that Donald Trump starts to look very odd, visibly having difficulty talking, sort of like his tongue is swelling up huge in his mouth, as Matt suggested in his email to me. Or imagine having like an oversized, gigantic wad of chewing gum in your mouth. Generally, Trump had a look about him during this portion of the speech that I would describe as seeming like confusion, pursing his lips, pushing his jaw out weirdly, combined with particularly strange sniffling, even for Donald Trump. Let's take a look. Let's take a listen.
And it is time for young and moderate voices all across the Middle East to claim for themselves a bright and beautiful future. So today, let us rededicate ourselves to a path of mutual understanding and respect. Let us rethink old assumptions and open our hearts and minds to possible and possibilities.
Yeah.
And finally, I ask the leaders of the region, political and religious, Israeli and Palestinian, Jewish and Christian and Muslim, to join us in the noble quest for lasting peace. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Israel. God bless the Palestinians. And God bless the United States. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. So it's weird, right? And the truth is, I know people who have or have had forms of dementia, including Alzheimer's, and this was often how they spoke. But at the same time, my grandmother spoke like this for a while before she passed away. And in her case, it was her dentures that were slipping, which is something that's been proposed here as well. Now that's bad enough, but then it gets arguably even worse. And in the second part, which we're going to play for you, but it doesn't really have audio, you'll notice that as Donald Trump is signing, he's doing a lot of the same things. He looks at what he's about to sign and he seems a little bit confused. As he's signing it, his jaw kind of hangs weirdly, his cheeks puff up, the swollen tongue thing seems to happen again. He does the pursing of the lips. He looks like he's chewing on something once again. All very, very strange behavior. And this is all completely speculative. Nothing has as of yet been said about what happened here, but there could be a number of explanations. Idea number one is, okay, could this be connected to dementia? That's a possibility, and we don't know the answer. What other explanations are there? More benign ones, I guess we could say. Denture slipping keeps coming up, and that's possible, right? I don't know whether Donald Trump has dentures. I'm not totally sure whether some of the other stuff that he's doing is indicative of dentures slipping, but it's certainly possible. It's also been mentioned that these may be the signs of a stroke, which would be horrific. I don't know the answer to that. And then drug use is also coming up more and more. Now, drug use doesn't necessarily mean recreational or illicit drugs. It could be side effects from pharmaceutical drugs, maybe causing what's often known as cotton mouth or dry mouth or something else. What we do know is this is truly strange public behavior from the President of the United States of America. And I want to be super clear about this, Pat. If any of these speculations are true, whether it's stroke, dementia, or whatever, none of this is something to be made fun of, right? We're talking about medical conditions here, but it would be concerning in terms of this person being president of the United States.
Even if it was just dentures slipping, I mean, that wouldn't be something to make fun of either.
Of course
It
not.
would just be nice to know maybe if he had them. I mean, I'm sure he would assert that he has the best oral hygiene. We just
No
don't
doubt
know if
about
he has dentures.
And I looked that up today just to see, do we know whether Donald Trump has dentures? It's clear from his teeth that those are not his natural teeth. They are perfect and white in every way,
Yes.
and they are clearly either veneers or something. Could be a full set of dentures. We just don't know.
And a White House aide said that it was dry mouth,
Yeah.
which in that case, why not just pull a Rubio, grab some water real quick, right?
At some point, you could have a sip of water or something. Yeah, so anyway, this is not helping all of the speculation that already exists about the possible cognitive decline of Donald Trump. The video you just finished watching was made possible by you through the membership program. You can sign up for membership at davidpakman.com/membership. We are viewer-supported independent media. You can use the coupon code IVOTED17 for a 40% discount off of your membership.